My name is Sue Marshall. I'm here today. I'm with the Metropolitan River Keepers. I'm representing a group of conservation organizations. And with me today is Dave Van Ash, representing the Washington County Farm Bureau, and Jeff Stone back here with the Oregon Association of Nurseries. Very quickly, I would like just for people to introduce themselves and who they're with that are supporting the map that we're presenting today. So if we could just start and go around really quickly.
1,000 Friends of Oregon, Save Helvetia, Slow Food Portland, Portland Area CSA Coalition,
Portland Audubon Society, Fulton River Keepers,
Urban Green Spaces Institute,
Washington County Farm Bureau, Save Helvetia,
Oregon Association of Nurseries,
Washington County Farm Bureau,
Coalition for a Livable Future,
Friends of Family Farmers, Save Helvetia.
All right, thank you all for coming. As I said, my name's Sue Marshall. We feel this is a bit of a historic event where the conservation community, agriculture has come together, united for a common purpose. I believe it hasn't been since Senate Bill 100 itself was passed that we felt so compelled to unite around a common good of protecting these resources for future generations. It's what's compelled us. The map we present today protects the most important natural resources, agricultural lands, and forest lands. It identifies where we should be growing if we need to be growing in the future. It puts us about mid-range on the conservative side of things, of what's projected to be needed for urban development in the future. We have 14,796 acres identified for urban reserves. We have 6,175 that could be considered if additional acres are needed that have the least impact on natural resources and agricultural community. This assumes that we continue to grow in a compact form that conserves our resources. This region is blessed with the best soils for growing crops, abundant water, moderate temperatures, stunning natural features. It has been historically the basis of our economy, and it continues to be the basis of our economy and our quality of life. The food that is produced, the forest and agricultural economies that support this region in a significant way, as well as the entire state of Oregon, the clean water that we have come to expect when we turn on our taps, and that industry depends on, particularly the high-tech industry that supports the urban population. It also is critically important for the habitat, for scenic splendor, recreation that we all enjoy. Given that the future holds uncertainty, we do not know the full impacts climate change will bring. Peak oil is a reality, and we've seen with the recent bump up in prices of gas how that concerns people and their behavior modifies. We will rely more and more on the rural environment to support the urban environment, and it will also assure that we have the flexibility to adapt to this uncertain future. And the good news is we have a roadmap here in the map that we are presenting that allows us to conserve to the extent possible the resources that we rely on. I'd like to turn things over to Dave. He has a few things to say as well.
I'm Dave Van Ash. I'm a family farmer and I'm president of Washington County Farm Bureau. We represent about 600 members, family farm members in Washington County. We've been involved in this urban rural reserve process for about the last 2.5 years. And we feel with this map that we're presenting that we have followed the rules and the factors used in this unique process. Agriculture has been here in Oregon for 150 years, and we have our ag infrastructure all in place. So we're not asking the taxpayers to pay for any new ag infrastructure. When you urbanize these agricultural lands, it takes a lot of infrastructure for urbanization, which is going to cost the taxpayers a lot of money. Agriculture is already an industry. It's already here. In Washington County, the industry makes about a little over $300 million a year in income and employs lots of people. At this point in agriculture, we're at a point of critical mass. We can't afford to lose any more land in the metropolitan area, or our critical mass will disappear and we'll lose our suppliers and our ag infrastructure. So we're at the point of no return here. And we've lost about 140,000 acres since 1960. So we feel this map is a very balanced map. We grow about 200 different crops here in the Willamette Valley, so it makes this region very unique compared to other parts of the world. We have an ample supply of rainfall, and with a supplemental supply of irrigation, we grow all this bountiful harvest.
I'm Greg Mecklem, and I farm out in Washington County. And I think it's important to call attention to the fact that Washington County is 46th in the entire United States in agricultural production. So it may not be a large county, but it's extremely important productively. Clackamas County likewise is in the top 50 for production in the entire United States. If you think of the thousands of counties that were considered in that, it gives you an idea of just how important that the agricultural production is in Oregon and in the metropolitan area. It's the second largest industry statewide, and it is valuable in that a lot of the crops are grown for export, so it's very valuable to the region. The areas that we're trying to protect are some of the absolute best farmland in the county and in the state, and the Sunset Corridor in particular has many areas that have greater than 20% Class 1 soils. The area north of Cornelius and Forest Grove likewise is extremely important for both habitat and for agricultural production. And I think that this map provides balance between providing land for future economic development in urban areas and agricultural production. Thank you.
I'm Jeff Stone, Oregon Association of Nurseries. The map that you see before us is rooted in compromise between the agricultural community and the natural resource and conservation community. It is our best effort to look at the next 50 years and how this region should grow. The nursery and greenhouse industry is a traded sector. Remember, over $1 billion goes out of this state every year for the nursery and greenhouse industry. The Tri-County area that we're talking about here represents $745 million of sales for farms in the metro area. The areas that we promote for urbanization are ones that we feel are the most suitable without hurting the long-term viability of agriculture and protecting the viability of some of our key natural features that this region has come to expect and to enjoy. The nursery and greenhouse industry knows that this is not an easy process. We give a lot of credit to Metro in the 3 counties for getting us to this point. But right now is the time for ag and natural resources to talk about what they want, what they need, and how we keep agriculture viable for the next 40 to 50 years. Thank you very much.